Yeah, a lot goes into verifying a ballot for it to be counted. Sometimes the pens bleed through or the envelopes to the mail-in ballots get wet in the rain, or the early ballot was turned in on Election Day. But of course, every vote counts, and the Maricopa Recorder says they're working harder than ever to get these ballots in.
Put you in different places, checking duplicates, misreads, stuff like that.
But it's interesting. It's nice to know the process. It's not just signing a ballot and saying, hey, I'm voting.
People like Doug and Linda are spending hours and hours inside the Maricopa Recorder's office, researching ballots one by one to verify the signatures before they can be tabulated.
3 to 10, 7 hours. It's tedious, hurts the eyes on the monitors, but it's okay.
Maricopa Recorder Adrian Fontes says all of the workers come from all different parties.
There are always two people across from one another. One's either a Democrat or Republican, or you'll have an independent and a Republican, or a Green and a Democrat. It doesn't matter. They have to have differing political interests to maintain integrity in the system. That's what we're looking for.
Fontes says they're averaging 65,000 to 75,000 ballots each day in Maricopa County, a much higher rate than in previous years.
We want every vote to count, and that's exactly what we're working on right now.
As of the nearly 69,000 ballots counted Saturday, Democrat Kyrsten Sinema is now up by more than 29,000 votes on Republican Martha McSally in this historic Senate race. And now Katie Hobbs is making a comeback in the Secretary of State race, narrowing the margin with Republican Steve Gaynor, who is up by more than 2,000 votes. And Democrat Kathy Hoffman is leading with more than 43,000 votes in the race for Superintendent of Public Instruction against Frank Riggs. 264,000 ballots still need to be counted in the state by Wednesday at 5 p.m. Fontes says they'll be working around the clock until every ballot is tabulated.
We're working on Veterans Day because guess what? Veterans like me signed up to protect these freedoms. We're not going to stop just because it's a party.
And Republican Martha McSally's office released a statement after today's numbers were posted saying, in part, quote, "We expanded our vote margins in rural areas, counting mail-in ballots dropped off on Election Day. The latest release provides compelling evidence that the remaining uncounted ballots are favorable to Martha." And Democrat Kyrsten Sinema's office fired back by saying, quote, "Make no mistake, this was an incredibly disappointing day for Martha McSally. Her meager gains in the rural counties were totally wiped out by Kyrsten's continued strong performance in Maricopa County and across the state." More election results will be released tomorrow at 5 p.m. Live in the newsroom, I'm Kim Powell for Arizona's Family.